Hello. Hello. Two things. First of all, if you hear a guy chainsawing in the background, he's been doing it since like 7 o'clock. I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about it because I don't want to go out there and tell him, hey, stop. I'm a YouTuber. Because I feel like that's not an excuse. And second of all, if I look tired, it's because I am. I got home at 2:30 and I woke up to some guy at 7 o'clock chainsawing something, and it's now 10 o'clock and he hasn't stopped. So I don't know. I don't know what he's doing out there. Maybe he's just turning it on and off to like annoy people. I don't know. But anyway, this is my most favorite movie of the entire series of all 8 movies. This is The Prisoner of Azkaban. I hope you enjoy. Let's get into it. This introduction to this movie is just so good. I love this so much. And Alfonso Cuarón, he came into this series, he was like, we're gonna change it up. We're gonna do this movie justice. We're gonna do this source material justice. And he so did. Oh, it's amazing.
Lumos Maxima.
Prisoner of Azkaban. Like, he's practicing the spell. Oh, he's practicing the spell that I'm pretty sure he uses in episode 6 or movie 6. I'm pretty sure. That's what I want to see more of people practicing spells and then them actually using them later in the series. It's good. You could just tell from this first shot that something's different. Like, the director's changed. It's no longer the same movie franchise. Like, we've grown up, boys. We're doing it. And he's meant to be 13. This is actually a really good way to do the franchise. Like, on one day I did the first 2 movies, which is like all the childhood wonder of the franchise that's sort of lost in the later ones. Today I'm watching 3, 4, 5, which is sort of like the action and the adventure ones, where we get to like do some different stuff and experience a little bit more of the world. And then I'm watching 6, 7, 8, which is sort of like the Voldemort saga, which is the end of the series. I didn't really notice how well this might actually turn out.
Shut up! Shut up!
This is quick. I don't remember it being this quick. Like, he's already getting angry. He's already... Oh, it's so good. Like, it was bound to happen. He's bound to run away eventually. Like, after, like, years and years of, like, experiencing... She's in the background there. After years and years of experiencing, like, all the stress and the abuse that they've given him, eventually he's gonna run away. I don't think he would have stayed there for another 4 years if he didn't have to. Also, be prepared. These movies get so much darker. And now I'm not talking, like, in terms of tone. I'm talking in terms of lighting. Already, the first 2 movies combined have not been as dark as this shot. See, if Sirius had just turned right then and like tried to talk to Harry, whole movie over. But instead we gotta like drag it out and be like, nah, I can't talk to Harry yet. He's gotta talk to Harry in like 2 hours.
Take her away, Ian.
Yeah, take it away, Ernie.
It's gonna be a bumpy ride. Holy cow, that guy does not look like he knows what he's doing. He's like, ah! Ooh, that's a cool effect.
Hey guys, why the long faces?
I wish we saw it again. Oh. I wish we saw this bus again. I just think it's really cool, and we just never see anything this related again. I wish it turned up in like the 5th or the 6th movie. Be like, hey, you want to take the night bus to Hogwarts? Yeah, sure. I've never seen that before. Did you see that? The guy had the thing and he just went whoosh and it's gone. Oh, that's cool.
I broke the law.
The ministry doesn't send people to Azkaban for blowing up their aunt.
I mean, yeah, it's gonna happen quite a bit, right? They're kids. Like, and they need to control all the kids under the age of 17 until they're, like, actually ready to use the spells. And I'm sure it happens, like, all the time in this world.
Harry.
Harry!
Egypt. What's it like?
Brilliant.
Oh yeah, and they went to Egypt because someone won. Didn't they win the lottery or something? Like they won the lottery, so they went to Egypt to celebrate. That's how they're able to afford it all.
Harry, wonder if I might have a word.
Yeah, sure.
This shot is just so amazing. I love shots that just don't end, like they don't cut. And we have kept with this shot for like a decently long time already. And now they're going to continue. And in every shot, we've got Sirius Black on the left-hand side, and they come closer, and he's still there, he's still always in frame. This is probably one of the best shots in the series for me. Oh, I love the way the Dementors look. It's like they've just got cloaks on, and they just look good. They just look good. Alfonso Cuarón really knocked out of the ballpark with this movie, and I don't think he was invited back for anything else. Oh, look at that shot. Every shot in this movie, it's just so good. Oh, he absolutely killed it with this movie. I'm not gonna stop saying it. Oh, and before I forget, I'm pretty sure every single year at Hogwarts, they take a different route to get to Hogwarts. Like, the first years always go through the lake. I don't remember what happens in the second year, because we never see it. But they take the carriages in this one. And I know later on they take an open carriage, pulled by the Thestrals.
To turn on the light.
I don't know, I feel like a little bit mid about that trick. Like, it's cool to, like, turn off a light like that and turn it back on. But it's like, eh. It'd be cool if he does, like, all the lights at once, and then all the lights. That'd be cooler.
My children.
There is a big focus. Yeah! Do you remember what I said? Like, they hit the Whomping Willow, and then there was, like, a castle wall. I'm pretty sure I said it in the last movie commentary. In this one, the Whomping Willow is, like, ages away from anything. I also think that after the first movie, they made the first movie, they were like, hey, this is a really cool idea, let's do it. So they did it. The second movie was like, this is a really cool idea, let's build upon that and still make a good movie. In this movie, I can assume that they made this knowing that they're going to make the rest of the franchise as well. When this movie was in production, they were like, alright, it's done, we're dusted, we've got another 5 movies in the making. But with the first 2, they were like, we don't know if it's going to happen.
That's not possible. Ancient runes is on the same time as divination. You have to be in 2 classes at once.
This entire movie is Ron just going, hey, how did she get here? That's a view. Oh, look at that. This entire movie is Ron just going, how did she get there? How did she get there? She wasn't there before. Aww. Oh. Oh, it actually didn't break the glass. Whew. Okay. It's ghost glass. It's not real. The ghost glass can't hurt you, Ben, don't worry. Whew, thank God. So Hermione's not here. I'm pretty sure she turns up.
Looks like.
No one knows.
When'd she get here?
Oh,
that's a shame.
did you see that? She wasn't in the shot, but the camera panned, so she could literally just walk into the shot. Oh. It's just another tick for Mr. Cuarón. I hope I'm saying his name right.
Devil, will you join me, please?
This is a really good thing, which actually shows that he's a really good teacher, because he's taken probably the most nervous person, and the person who thinks least of himself in the class, and putting him to the forefront and actually showing him he can do this thing. Just, it shows how good of a teacher that he could have been if he just kept for a couple of more years. It's also teaching the class to face their fears as well, which is just a good thing. Hermione rocks up, she's like, what is it going to be? And it's just a test with like a clock next to it and the timer's run out. Like she's missed a question. Oh, this movie's so good. This movie's so good. Oh, it turns into a moon. Turns into a moon because he doesn't like being a werewolf. Oh, so good. Did you see that shot? We went into the... We went into the mirror. Oh, it's so good. Look at Harry's hair. It's good. It looks good. And Ron's as well. Look, props to Ron. he's discovering hair product. I think they both discover proper hair product in the next movie, but that is a good hairstyle. I would rock that if I could.
Don't go search every painting in the castle to find the fat lady.
Also, I do need to mention, as unfortunate it is to have the other actor for Dumbledore pass away, I don't think he could have done this movie and any other movies after this. I think it was a good change to switch to this Dumbledore, this actor for Dumbledore, because he could actually do the role, like the more physical role of like moving around, casting spells, things like that. I don't think the actor that did the first two movies was able to do that. I think he was a little bit too past his prime is the word I'm going to use. Watch this transition. Look at this transition. So it's not the holidays. It's like spring, summer, autumn, winter. So it's like summer. It's autumn, and then it goes into winter. It's so good. Like, this movie has so many good shots in it. And that also is like a zoom-in shot to Harry. Oh, it's so good.
This is very advanced magic, well beyond the ordinary wizarding level.
I'm sure.
If I was a wizard,
Now, the
right?
spell I'm going to try to
Okay.
teach you is...
I feel like
No? Well,
I would need to know the
Travis,
Muggle
kind
world
of
and then move
positive
into the
force
Wizard
that
world to
wizard
know what
can
I'm
conjure
missing out on.
It works something like a
That
shield
way,
with
I
the
would study as much as Hermione does, because she comes from the Muggle world and she's like, this is really boring. The Wizarding world is where I want to live, and has all the cool spells and stuff. The reason why Ron doesn't work at it is because he grew up in that. He grew up in the world, so he doesn't know what he's missing out on in the Muggle world. So if I did come from the Muggle world and go to the Wizarding world, I feel like I would be like Hermione, and just like read as much stuff as I can about every single spell I can, and just like practice as much as I could.
Specto.
But because Ron is born into that world, he doesn't know any different, so he's not going to try.
Expecto Patronum!
You can just see it's different. You can hear it in his voice, that it's just a different spell. Wow, second time's the charm. He got it in 2 tries. Showing my knowledge here again. For the homework for this subject, they basically just made stuff up the whole year. Like, they had like a whole bunch of homework, and they were doing everything else first, and they left us till the very last minute. So they just like made stuff up. They were like, oh, I'm gonna die in like 3 days, things like that.
You foul, loathsome, evil little cockroach!
Hermione, no! He's not worth it.
I'm sure Expelliarmus would hurt, right? It would hurt being done from like 10 to 15 meters away. But if you go right up to the neck and you go Expelliarmus, that's gotta hurt way more, right?
Blimey, what was that?
It's so good!
Ow!
It's so good! It's them in the future! Ah! Look at that view. Like, it's incredible to look at the castle and be like, holy cow. But also, that view is insane. Like, it looks great.
Are you going to kill me, Harry?
Yeah, like, as I said before, I'm sure if you put the wand right up against his head and go Expelliarmus, I'm sure something's going to be knocked out of his head.
I did my waiting! 12 years of it! In Azkaban!
That's going to be absolutely mental for Ron. He's been taking care of this rat for 13 years. And this guy's been a rat for 13 years. Holy cow. It is crazy that, like, Lupin doesn't have a clock. Oh my god, that's a good transition. Lupin doesn't have, like, a note on a calendar to say, hey, take the potion now. Take the potion today. Like, he didn't take his potion, so now he's turning into a werewolf. It's Hermione! It's Hermione from the future! It's so good!
Expecto Patronum!
Oh, it's good. It's not enough. It's like you've got Captain America's shield against an army. Like, eventually this is gonna hit your legs and you're gonna go down. The shield's not big enough, Harry, is what I'm saying. Crazy. And it's Harry for the future! This little thing. I love the slap. This thing is great. However, like a lot of the stuff in these movies, they use it once and then it's never referenced again. And it's just like, like really? Like really? We can use this again. This is an insane piece of technology that we can use in future movies. And it's insane that the school was like, yeah, let's give this to a 13-year-old. Like, give the power of time to a child. Albeit a smart child who eventually works in the UN, but a child.
I thought I just saw. Never mind.
Let's go.
She was, oh my god, it's so good. Love time travel. Time travel in movies, if it's done well, and I think it's done very well in this movie, it's good. It feels good.
What
are you doing?
Saving your life.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Now we're on the other side and we're seeing Hermione actually do the things that we saw her do before. So good. I'm so happy with this movie. I think he knocked it out of the ballpark. This is fantastic.
Expecto Patronum!
That's good. That works. Like that's the one. Insane. Absolutely incredible. Bye, Sirius. See you in the 5th one. Yeah. No. We see him in the next one too, don't we? Yeah, he's the fireplace. He's in the fireplace.
Well,
He's free. We did it.
did what?
I suppose he can't ask because then it might meddle with time.
How did you get
And
there?
he doesn't want to know
I was talking to you
because then
there.
he'd become complicit.
No, you're there.
What are you
Complicit?
talking about, Harry?
Complice?
I know. Honestly, Ron, how can somebody be in 2 places at once?
Yeah, it's like magic. And here he goes. Probably like the best teacher that he's ever had. And I'll admit, he's a good teacher. I said it earlier. Lupin is a good Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher. Oh, doesn't it end on like a crazy freeze frame as well? Wow. What a movie. I love it so much. This movie is just so good. It's just so good. I'm so happy that it was done very well. Definitely my favorite movie out of the 8. Alright, thank you so much for watching this episode of my movie commentary Harry Potter Marathon series playlist. I don't know what it is. If you want to see the entire marathon, it's going to be right up here. And if you want to see the entire playlist, it's going to be right here. So thanks for watching. I will see you in the next movie commentary. Peace.